I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will.
No way against lesser competition. He knocks them the hell out. Canelo doesn't finish these guys, and he doesn't look good beating them. You know, shout out to the judges. The judges make Canelo look good.
Canelo lands good punches. I think Canelo could hurt Crawford. Crawford's, you know, first time in that division and jumping 2 divisions.
Andre Ward is hyping up Terence Crawford as one of the deadliest finishers in boxing, saying Crawford has what it takes to break down Canelo Alvarez. Ward explains that once Crawford smells blood, he doesn't back off. He attacks with non-stop pressure, sharp combos, and perfect timing until the fight is over. Ward believes this killer instinct is rare and makes Crawford a nightmare for anyone. And for Canelo, that's dangerous, because just one mistake, one moment of weakness, could get him completely destroyed.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Andre Ward shows big respect to both Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, but he makes it clear this fight is way more than just a fat paycheck. Ward says both guys are putting their legacies on the line, risking everything they've already built. He respects the courage it takes for 2 proven champions to gamble it all, but he also points out that this is the type of fight that separates real legends from safe fighters. According to Ward, this is boxing at its purest. 2 greats going head-to-head, no excuses, no ducking.
Man, what's up, fight fans? It's official. I'm gonna be the 3rd man ringside, calling the Canelo Alvarez Terence Crawford fight, September 13th at Allegiant Stadium. I'm excited to be a part of this event. I'm excited to be ringside, calling this great card and this great matchup. Historic event for many, many reasons for both fighters. Super middleweight supremacy on the line, legacies on the line, your namesake and reputation is on the line. And I just take my hat off to both of these fighters for putting everything on the line late in their careers the way that they are. This is rare, and it's becoming more and more rare in boxing. Guys don't want this kind of smoke. They really don't want to face another counterpart that can ruin everything that they've built. And it really don't matter how much money's on the table for a lot of guys. They'd rather take a lesser risk for less money than to risk everything like these 2 fighters are doing. So I take my hat off to them. And I also want to give a shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh for all that he's done to put this fight on. Dana White for all that he's done to put this fight on. And one more person that stays out the way and you don't really hear a lot about, but that has done a lot to make this fight happen as well. And that's my brother Nick Khan. He just gets stuff done, man. And I want to thank him and shout him out as well for getting this done. So I'll see y'all in Vegas, man. Part of me wants to be home watching this fight in street clothes, but I got to take the street clothes off. I got work to do. I got to put that suit on, get ringside with John and Max, and call this fight like I know we can. Huge event, huge implications, historic night, and I'm happy to be a part. I hope to see you in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. If not, man, tune in live on Netflix.
Robert Garcia didn't hold back on Canelo Alvarez. He said the Mexican superstar just isn't as sharp as he used to be. According to Garcia, Canelo looks slower with his hands and feet, and that makes him far less dangerous than in his prime. And that's exactly the kind of weakness Terence Crawford loves to expose, because Crawford's whole game is built on timing, speed, and precision. Garcia warns that if Canelo can't find his old sharpness, Crawford's speed, angles, and adaptability could eat him alive. His comments echo what a lot of people are already whispering. Canelo might be past his peak, and Crawford could be the one to prove it.
Jumping 2 divisions where he only had 1 fight at 154 and didn't look his best either. So there's a lot of questions, you know, about that. And that's why a lot of people think Canelo is going to knock out Crawford. But I'm probably one of the only ones that I do give Crawford a chance. Yeah. I think Crawford could pull it off. Crawford is very talented. He's very fast. He's very smart in the ring. So I think a perfect fight, Crawford could pull off a decision.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think he could win a decision. I don't pick him. You know, I wouldn't put my money on him winning because it's a very dangerous, risky fight, especially with Canelo being so strong. But Canelo's last few performances, he's looked slow, flat-footed, looking for one punch at a time. And if that's the Canelo that fights Crawford, Crawford could win a decision. Crawford could outbox him, could outsmart him, could land 3-4 punch combinations and move and win a decision. So do I give Crawford a chance? 100% think Crawford could pull it off. Would I put my money on it? Probably not, but I do give him a chance.
Yeah, good stuff. Look, Robert, appreciate you taking time to speak to me. I appreciate you letting me in the gym today. Always a pleasure, and hopefully be catching up sometime soon.
Thanks
appreciate
for coming.
it. Thank you
very
Cheers.
much.
Teddy Atlas is throwing some shade at Canelo Alvarez's training camp before the showdown with Terence Crawford. Atlas says Canelo is doing too much, pushing his body past the limit when he doesn't need to. He even questioned why Canelo brought in Jaron Ennis, a young, hungry welterweight, for sparring, calling it overkill. According to Atlas, smart training matters more than just grinding yourself into the ground. By trying to sharpen every little thing, Canelo might actually burn himself out before fight night. And if that happens, Crawford will be ready to take full advantage.
So I avoided that. I would bring in specific sparring partners that knew how to be a sparring partner. Yeah, if I wanted some, I went over to him before the day started. Listen, I want you to do this. All right. I'm paying him. I have the right to do that. I want you to move more today. I want you to, you know what? I want you to press him a lot. You know what? There was a fight I was getting a guy ready for, and I was worried about the first couple rounds. So I said, when the bell rings, I want you to rush out of the corner and go right after him. And I was, obviously I had my guy ready because we were getting ready for that kind of fight plan, for the possibility that the opponent would come out that way. So I wouldn't look to get a boots Ennis. I mean, nothing wrong with that's what they want. That's fine. And I get it, the style, the size, the length. I understand. It's not a bad pick from that point of view. But for me, again, I never go down that road because I got my guy getting ready for a fight. I don't want to leave it in the gym. I don't want to get into that kind of war in the gym. No, I want to have control of all aspects of what the hell I'm doing in the gym to get ready for one night. So no, I wouldn't do that. I'd get the right spar partners. If I thought I had a guy, I get guys that my guy could work with, and if he was having an off day, he could kind of, have his way and do what he wanted with the guy. I'd have one of them. I'd probably have 3 guys, sometimes 4, depending on where we were at, with the calendar when the fight was coming up.
Teddy Atlas doubled down, saying Canelo Alvarez's biggest fight might not even be in the ring. It could already be happening in the gym. Atlas claims Canelo is going way too hard in sparring, showing off for the cameras, but draining the energy he'll actually need on fight night. He warns that fighters only have so much in the tank, and if Canelo wastes it in training, he'll step into the ring flat. Atlas compared it to leaving your best performance in the gym instead of saving it for the main event. And if that's the case, Terence Crawford will have a huge advantage, because a tired, sluggish Canelo won't be able to keep up with Crawford's speed, precision, and relentless pace.
And a lot has been taken out of you in the gym. You left it in the gym. And we heard that Jaron Boots Ennis was getting the best of Canelo Alvarez in his sparring sessions. That he possibly gave him a black eye. We saw the knot on his head. That was just a week ago. The fight is next week, next Saturday. So 3 weeks out from the fight, and you having this hard sparring sessions with Jaron Boots Ennis, who wants to prove a point. Leave no doubt. Jaron Ennis is going into those sparring sessions not just to be a sparring partner, but to gauge where he stands against a legend and a Hall of Famer and a superstar like Canelo Alvarez, to understand where he can get better and understand that he can actually compete on that level. So make no mistake about it. Jaron Boots Ennis wasn't in there to lay down. Now, he had a job to do. He was there for a specific reason, which is to give Canelo looks that Terence Crawford could possibly give him. But you best believe in those sparring sessions, he gonna give what he have. He gonna test the waters to see where he stands. right? Not just to help Canelo, not just to be a dummy. There's a reason you bring in a high-profile fighter. And so Teddy Atlas believes this is a huge mistake on Canelo Alvarez's part, because now he has possibly left it in the gym, and now he got to go into battle with Terence Crawford. So it's like having 2 fights in a matter of 3 weeks, and your body's going to show the wear and tear.
What's your take? Does Crawford have the edge, or will Canelo prove everyone wrong? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more boxing breakdowns.